Hey y'all, hey cousins, how's your mind, how's your body, how's your heart? I hope that you're doing well. Welcome and welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video from me. How's it going? I hope that you're doing well. We are going to be doing a haul video, and this one is a beast of a haul. I don't know what happened. Okay, I must have clocked completely out, right? Clocked out. Was like, okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna buy books to maybe help me feel something. So I don't exactly know. I don't know what happened, but we do have 31 books to talk about. We should definitely get started. Before we do so though, I will make sure I put all the books down below for you. So if you want to check them out, you can put them into whatever search engine that you use. You can check them out. I will try to make sure I mention where I got them from, because I do have different edition of books. So I'll try to make sure I mention where I got them from, and I will try to remember why I bought them, but we're gonna see. Please make sure you have some type of water, juice, tea, whatever to help you get through this video, because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. My bad. You were a little cricket and y'all didn't say nothing. That's crazy. But the first book I'm going to talk about is actually a manga, and I'm really excited because I will be reading these mangas in November for my birthday. But anyways, I bought Whisper Me a Love Song Volume 9. I literally love this manga. Please check out the cover. Look at it. Gorgeous. Definitely women loving women. Yeah, there's that. I literally love it so much. So this is the 9th one. I think I've read up to 5. So I will be rereading 1 through 5, and then we'll be reading 6 through 9 in November. So you can look out for that TBR, because it's going to have a lot of mangas and a lot of graphic novels. If I regret anything in the month of September, which I don't normally, but if I regret anything in the month of September, it's buying these 2 books. I shouldn't have bought them, but I thought that I had to have them for whatever reason. Anyways, okay, look. I bought the Wings and Claw edition of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. These were re-brought out to get the sprayed pages on the side to look more like Onyx Storm, I guess. And as of right now, like, this one is sold out at my Barnes & Noble, while I think there's like 1 or 2 of these. So I do regret buying these, because I literally have only read Fourth Wing. And also, these are really fucking ugly. Like, they're so ugly to me. But to each their own, right? I have them. It is what it is. Like, what's done is done. So it's fine. I got those from Barnes & Noble. I got the manga from Barnes & Noble as well. So yeah. The next book I'm going to talk about, I saw on TikTok, I believe, and that's why I bought it. And that is House of Rayne by Harley Laroux, maybe? I think. Look. There's a whole little lighthouse on the pages. So I believe that this is some type of fantasy mystery thriller type thing. It says a night of forbidden passion opens a Pandora's box of dangerous secrets and dark magic on a remote island. So I am fascinated to see what this is about. I'm hoping to get to it fairly soon, but oh, look at that red ass page right there. But I heard about it on TikTok and was like, I am intrigued. Look at that. So we'll see. On the back it says, once the island has you, it won't let you go. So we'll definitely see what it is looking like. But I do love the cover, and I do like the spray pages. The next book I'm going to talk about, I actually have this one, and I have a paperback on the way as well, which you'll see in October's haul. So just fair warning. I have Alchemised. Of course I do. Everybody and their mama got Alchemised as well. This is the Waterstones one, so it has the sprayed pages. The one in the US does not have sprayed pages. I have a paperback coming which also has sprayed pages, but it's coming from Australia, and that's because I want to read this book in a paperback, not in hardcover. I don't know how anybody is reading this. How? Because like, this is like lifting. This is a whole ass exercise, so there's just no way. So I did buy it from Waterstones because I love this right here, but I will be reading the paperback when it gets here. Also though, my friend Paco from Bad Witch Books is giving me his Fairy Loot one, so I'll have a Fairy Loot one as well whenever I get it from him. We'll see, because I have books that I'm giving to him that I still have, and vice versa, I'm sure, for him. So there's that. The next book I'm going to talk about, I got from Barnes & Noble, and this is a Frankenstein retelling, if I'm not mistaken, and that is Make Me a Monster by Kalynn Bayron. Kalynn Bayron is automatically an auto buy for me. I read her duology, loved it. I read her slasher book, and it was good. It was good, but do I still have it? No, definitely not. But it was fine. It was perfect for this season. So I highly suggest that you check out her slash. I want to say it's like You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight or something of the case. But this is a Frankenstein retelling. So look at this cover. Oh yeah, You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight. It's right there on the back. But I am super excited to read this. I don't know if I will be reading this during this season. I don't know if I'll be able to get to it, but I trust her to write these type of dark atmospheric books, so I'm super excited to get to it. Next we have some type of anthology, but not really an anthology. It's a short story collection, and this is After Midnight by Daphne du Maurier or something of the case. I read Rebecca, and while to me it wasn't like pristine or the best, like it was definitely fascinating, and I do love me an unreliable narrator, but I'm looking forward to reading some of these because I think that her writing was really fascinating and her storytelling was fascinating, so we will definitely see. But this has 13 of her tales, including The Birds Don't Look Now and Monty something. It says 13 Tales for the Dark Hour, and it has an introduction by Stephen King. So there's that. I don't support Stephen King. I don't buy Stephen King normally, but I saw this and was like, oh yeah, definitely. So, and I want to read more anthologies in the year of 2026. So we will definitely see. But this will probably be good for like November. So I don't know, or maybe. No, see, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I was just about to. Let's not do that. The next book I'm talking about, I bought for my local book club, and this is this month's book, and that is How to Survive a Horror Story by Mallory Arnold. I bought this from Amazon because my local Barnes & Noble did not have a copy. All I know about this is that, oh, actually, it says on the back, 7 Arthurs enter the manor. Can they survive the story within? So I know that, like, in order for them to get through the house, like they have to like solve puzzles or something of the case, something like that. So it's giving me very much like Lights Out type of thing, but with writers and everything. So I have heard that there are like ghosts and it's creepy, but so far from the people who've read this already, they really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to reading this, and this will be read this month. It wasn't on my October TBR, which I'll link down below and up top if you haven't checked that out, but it wasn't on my October TBR because I didn't know about it just yet. They haven't announced the book yet, but this will definitely be read in October. Next we have a second book in, I don't know if it's a series or if it's a duology, not exactly sure. Either way it goes, I love the first one, and this one is To Clutch a Razor by Veronica Roth. The first one's called When Among Crows, which it was so good, super short. This one is also super short, but I don't really want to go into what this one is about because it will spoil it for the first one. But When Among Crows was super good. It was basically following this guy who was sent to hunt down and kill basically Baba Yaga, right? And then this is set in our world, so it is an urban fantasy, and there's all these different types of like monsters and creatures and such. It was really good. It was really short, but it was really good. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, definitely I have to pick it up. So it says a brother, a traitor, a monster, and I'm assuming I know who this one is talking about, but I don't want to spoil it for myself or for you, so I will be setting it down, but I will definitely be reading that soon. Next we have another book that I got from Waterstones, and this author is instantly an auto buy, especially if it's something Greek mythology-ish, because I read another book by her that was Greek mythology and I instantly was like, I gotta have it. And this is No Friend to This House by Natalie Haynes. I read Stoneblind by Natalie Haynes, loved it. 5-star read, highly recommend. So this one I believe is Jason and Medea, right? I think so, something of the case. But I am super excited. When Natalie Haynes wrote Stoneblind, it had like some dark elements because it was like basically a Medusa retelling, but it was so much more than that. You saw so much more than just Medusa. You saw everybody else who's like attached to that story, and then she gives it like a slight humorous overlay, but at the same time still giving it its like grittiness that it deserves. I guess it's the best way to put that. I'm not exactly sure. I'm probably not doing the best, but I love this and I am super excited to read it. I also have Divine Might by her, which is another Greek mythology retelling, so I'm looking forward to that one too. I'll probably do them both at the same time or in the same week or something. I don't know when. Maybe when I pass my classes, so it'll be like a little treat to myself. Who knows? The next book I'm going to talk about, I bought solely because this is a Black author. And in the year of 2026, I want to focus more on reading more Black stories by Black authors. Like, I really want to focus hard on that. Because while I do pride myself in the fact that I read diversely, I read a lot of BIPOC authors, I do tend to, like, not read as many Black authors as I would like to. So I bought this to kind of rectify that and to get ready for 2026. And that is Blood Moon by Britney S. Lewis. This is a vampire story. From what she has said, this is like Bonnie's story from what is it called, The Vampire Diaries or something. I've never seen The Vampire Diaries, so I don't know shit about that, but I am super excited to read this because I hear great things about this. And it has sprayed pages. I got this from Barnes & Noble. The next book I'm gonna talk about, I bought solely because of the vibes that I read about it. I was like, oh, I gotta have it. And that is Grave Flowers by Autumn Krause, maybe? And what they're saying about it is that it says a twisty, dark royal core fantasy that takes the courtly intrigue of Hamlet and infuses it with the vicious ambition of the Boleyn family for readers who love Holly Black and Sarah J. Maas. And I was like, oh, say less. I love this, okay? And we all know I love me some political intrigue, and this is definitely giving me that too. I can see why they say like royal core fantasy. I can see that by just the cover, but yes, pumped. There are some books that I'm just like, I literally need to read it so bad. I need to make like a list of books that I'm like, I have to get to these. Definitely in 2026. I need to work on it, especially because I'm already working on some of my Vlogmas videos. So that can definitely be a video. I need to work on that. In that same vein, right, for the same vibe and everything, I bought a Traitorous Heart by Erin Cotter. So this is some type of fantasy retelling of King Henry and Catherine. So I saw King Henry and Catherine and was like, oh, hold on. I know who them's be. And I was like, oh, I gotta have it. So I think there is like some like a friend or something who is in love with her other friend, her other girlfriend and such, but then she is doing stuff for that friend to try to get up in hierarchy or whatever the case may be. I think, I'm not exactly sure. Either way it goes, like, these two books are definitely giving me said same vibe. So I would love to have these two books together when I read them. Like, I got to, like, I'm super excited about it. Next we have another book that I kind of bought in the same vein, in the sense of, I believe there's some political intrigue and it's like fantasy as well, and that is Thorn Season by Kiara Azar. And, oh, for one, obviously, gorge. And I also have an e-arc of this. It says, an heiress possessing illegal magic who has more to lose than just her secrets. A harsh and glittering royal court where the threat of discovery lurks around every corner. Two beguiling and very dangerous men who might be her salvation or her ruin. It's rose season at the palace, and survival will depend on becoming the most vicious of thorns. Yes. Political intrigue, fantasy, I'm fucking with it. The next book I'm gonna talk about is the fourth in the series, and I bought this because I have the other three. I have not read the other three, but I have the other four. I think this may be the fifth. I'm not exactly sure. I bought this from Amazon because my other ones I got from Amazon, and that is City of Smoke and Brimstone by Kayla Edwards. This is the fourth novel of A House of Devils. So a friend of mine read the first one and really liked it. So then I bought the first three, and then this one came and I was like, I gotta buy it. I gotta have it. So I have it now. I'm looking forward to it because I hear great things about it, and it's all over Book Talk, of course. The next 9 books I'm gonna talk about are all from the same series. Okay. And I bought these because I heard that I have to read these first before I can read the duology that is now published, by the way. But let me show y'all the 9 books first, then we'll talk about the duology. I bought the Broken Kingdom series, which consists of Curse of Shadow and Thorns, Court of Ice and Ash, Crown of Blood and Ruin, Night of Mask and Knives, Game of Hate and Lies, Dance of Kings and Thieves, Den of Blades and Briars, Reign of Stars and Fire, ending with Song of Sorrows and Fate. and those are all the Broken Kingdom series by L.J. Andrews, and the duology that I wanted to read is The Ever King and The Ever Queen by the same author. But while looking online, it says that you don't have to read this 9-book series first, but on the author's website, it's like you don't have to, but you'll miss some nods and such. And I was like, fuck that, let me go ahead and read this series first. So I bought them all, and I bought them all on Amazon. And because The Ever King and The Ever Queen are now published, like being picked up by a publisher, and the first one I think is published, I was like, let me hurry up and snatch these before the publisher pick these up and then bring them out. So I bought all of these on Amazon. I bought the duology on Amazon, so I am ready to go. The next book I'm gonna talk about was the Illumicrate book for the month of September. So if you haven't got your box yet and you don't want to see, you are welcome to go to this time on the screen so you don't get spoiled. But the book was The Second Death of Locke by V.L. Bovalino, maybe? And I do like the cover and the side. I wanted to make sure I got this book because they said that it had remnants of the 6 deaths of the saint, of a saint, and that was written by, I can't remember what his name was, but I'll put it up on the screen. And that was so good. It's a very short story. I highly recommend. I believe you can download it on Kindle Limited with the audiobook, so you should definitely check it out. Super short, but it's so good. But if that story is somehow like remnant in here, I was like, I gotta have it. So I have it now, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm not exactly a fan of this cover, but you know, it is what it is. I do like that though. That's cute. Next we have another Greek mythology retelling, and that is Hecate, and this is by Nikita Gill. I do have her other books, and so I just had to continue on with buying these. I'm really excited to get to this because I have not read many books about Hecate, and I've heard about her a lot, so I'm looking forward to reading this. And I feel like one day there should be some type, I'm not doing this, but there should be some type of like Greek mythology-a-thon or something where you read as many Greek mythology books as you can. That'd be great. I'm also waiting for some type of Disney-a-thon because I have all of Serena Valentino's books, all of her Disney books, her Disney villain books, that I'm waiting for some type of readathon where I could read all of them bitches together and knock that readathon out. That would be great. Whoever is coming up with readathons, just saying, you should definitely do that. Okay, you're welcome. The next book I'm gonna talk about, I bought it, but I did DNF it, and I talked about this book in my DNF video where I talked about 11 books I DNF'd. I'll link that down below and up top if you want to check that out. But that is The Sky on Fire by Jen Lyons. I started the book and then ended up putting it down, but I was reading it as an ebook, and so then I saw this at Barnes & Noble and bought it because I was enjoying it, but I didn't want to finish it at that point in time. So I did buy it. I'm looking forward to going back to it when. I don't fucking know, but I'm looking forward to going back to it whenever I do. Next we have, I believe it is a thriller, but this author is known for writing very spooky shit, and that is A Land So Wide by Erin A. Craig. I think this is some type of thriller, I think. But it does say the town of Mistaken has a secret. What type of town is called Mistaken? That's crazy. But it says Mistaken is a tiny settlement in the beautiful but brutal Canadian wilderness. That already sounds creepy. Next, we have a book I solely bought because of Book Talk. Like, everybody and their mama was talking about this book, but the one that they were talking about has a different cover. I think the cover that they are always showing is a self-published cover, while this, on the other hand, is the published cover, and that is Fairytale by Veronica Lancet. So I will put up the cover that I've seen. I've seen this cover right here. But when everybody talks about this book, they talk about how dark it is, how much of a dark romance it is. So I'm intrigued. I believe there's like angels and demons in here, because just going off of this cover again, you can only think that there's some type of like angel or demon or something. It says, I might be evil personified, but you're the only one I'll ever be good to. Hello? Yes. Oh, and it's floppy. Hello? But I am happy I have this cover instead of the other cover. I prefer this cover. Like, the other cover looks a little weird, but, you know, to each their own. Okay, we got 2 more books left. The second to last book, okay, we have Catabasis. Yes, I have another copy of Catabasis. Actually, I will be talking about my other copy in my October book haul because I bought a paperback from Australia. So this is the one from Waterstones. It has the sprayed pages. It's gorgeous. I also have the Illumicrate edition of it, which I talked about in my last haul. So yeah, I have it. It's here. It's gorgeous. I am looking forward to reading it. I have not read it yet, but now that I have my paperback, I will definitely be reading it. And last but not least, we have an anthology. This is the second anthology. I have the first one as well, but this is These Dreaming Spires, and this is edited by Mary O'Regan and Paul Kane. This is a dark academia anthology. The first one is called In These Hollowed Halls, I believe. I'll put it up right here. I could literally just go get it because it's right there, but I'm just gonna put it up right here. So I'm looking forward to reading these. I should have been reading these this month in October because that would have been perfect. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I have the first one maybe or something on my TBR for November, but I'm not sure. I haven't filmed. Obviously, it's only the 5th of October, so I haven't filmed my November TBR, but I already have my November TBR pretty set because November is my month. That's my birthday month, and it's going to be a chill month because I demand a chill month. But anyways, I bought this. Of course, I heard that it was coming out. The second one was coming out, so I have to buy it. So those are all the books that I bought in the month of September. We're gonna hope for a smaller book haul in the month of October. Is it gonna happen? I don't fucking know. I literally only have like 4 books on my to buy list, but I already received some books that I bought last month that just came in the month of October. So I'm gonna talk about those too. But nevertheless though, these are all the books. Again, I will make sure I put them all down below for you so you can check them out yourself. Let me know in the comments down below how many books you bought in the month of September. Let me know down in the comments if you were expecting me to have a big haul in the month of September. Don't judge me though. Don't judge me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how much room I got. Like it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess, but it's gonna be great. And now I need to put these up, and I really don't want to do that. But I am going to go. Thank you so much for watching and being here. If you'd like to support my channel with a comment, but you don't know what you would like to comment, please comment any type of like crying emoji, because I'm going to be crying putting these back on my shelves at this point. So any type of crying emoji, any type of emotional emoji will work for me. If you comment with the emoji, I'll comment back with the emoji. Thank you so much again for being here and watching. I really appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing day. Okay, cool. Bye.